Good morning, everybody. Happy hump day. Pretty sure it's Wednesday. It must be Wednesday because my trash guy came today. So good morning to y'all. Let's. The big question is, are the Facebook comments going to work today? Look at here. Look at here. My old buddy Janet on the Facebooks showing up in StreamYard. Yeah, it was just some stupid setting that. And the more I thought about it, after I figured out, once it's amazing what you can learn when you read and take time to read the directions. But I went back and I started clicking on stuff, and it would say, "Oh, well, if they're not showing up, you need to do this." And then I'm like, "Well, I wouldn't have changed that." But then when I got to thinking about it, I'm thinking, well, maybe I did change it because I've been trying to keep a lower profile on uh, social media. So I may have, but anyway, it's back. It's working. It's awesome. Look at this. Let's see who we got here. We got Joanne, aka Dwayne, I think, with us this morning. Steve Gronsky, good to see you. Rob Schuster, how you doing, buddy? Kevin Els, uh, from South Africa, I believe is where he's from. Good to see Kevin. Ryan Ballard, aka Solar Man, is in the house. Bruce Foley, good morning. Larry Galt, good morning. There's my buddy Janet right there. Good morning. Hendrix Woodworking, good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Yeah, on YouTube as well. Mark Bixel. Hello, David. All. It is great to be back in the sessions. Well, okay. I hope you enjoy it. We'll do it for a while here and see how it goes. Wild Bill Larison's over there on the Facebooks. Good morning to you, sir. Keith Stanford's in the house this morning. George Rothfuss from Warming, Michigan. Yeah, you've been posting some cool sunrise pictures from up there, George. I enjoy those. Doc Whitaker's in the house. Good morning. Heading out to doctor's appointment, checkup time. All right. Hope all is well there, Doc. Yeah, you don't have to say anything else, Janet. Well, it only took me 3 days. I mean, here it is, Wednesday, and we got it fixed. So, Gary Hammett's in the house with us this morning. How you doing, Gary? Marcello, how you doing? Good to see you. Clyde CNC. Wild Bill says he missed this. Well, okay. That's why I'm here. People have said they've missed it, so here you go. Exciting coffee sessions. I do have a little bit of excitement to share with y'all today. Normally, I don't have much anything, but I got a little something. Eddie Miller's in the house. How you doing, Eddie? Had a little excitement around here last night. Not the kind of excitement I want, but I'll share that with you here in a little bit. But guess what came yesterday? If you're a gardener, this will get you excited. I got my Burpee seed catalog. Yeehaw. And the Gurney one should be showing up here anytime soon, too. So, like to get those. The thing is, you look in and you look at all this, and I'm like, man, I want that, and I want to get that, and I want to get that, and I don't have that big space to plant all that stuff. In fact, I was looking at my little tomato starts that I did. I told you I did one of those little seedling trays, and this one is like 36. It's like a 6x6 little thing. And in one row, I put peppers, and they haven't even popped up yet. But it says 10 to 21 days, so that may not be a big deal. If those don't come up, I'll redo it in the next one. But in the other 30 spots, I guess, I put two different types of tomatoes, and I figured I was going to be transferring them into a larger pot we'll see how they do if they come up and stuff. And they're coming up pretty good. And what I did is I put 2 in each thing instead of 1. So, and then I got thinking, looking at that, and I started counting them up, and I'm like, man, I don't need near that many. So I'll probably either be giving some away or, uh, to some neighbors or whoever. I really don't know many of my neighbors, but maybe I'll put something on Facebook and see if anybody is in need of a tomato plant or something, and any other stuff that I have too. I just enjoy doing it, and but I won't be putting all of those out in the garden. Good Lord, I'd have tomatoes out my ears if I put all those out in the garden. Okay, he jumped over to YouTube. All right. He says, got my StreamYard set up now just to figure it all out. Yeah, I guess you're going to start streaming. It's, I didn't get in on it on the very ground floor because they had been around a little while, but they were still very, very basic, and they have added a ton of features since I started doing it. And I hadn't streamed, until I did the one Monday. I hadn't streamed for over 2 months, so I had to kind of refresh myself on how to do all this stuff. But it's coming back to me now. I got the Facebook comment showing up, so Dave's a happy camper. Let me show you I'll get this video queued up over here. I can turn this off now that I see that the Facebook posts are coming in. Let me get this little clip I made yesterday. Like I said, it had some excitement here at the old home place here. Let's see if I can figure out how to do that. Okay. This is video from my security camera. This is edited. I have, let me turn that coffee cup up there just for a second. But this is, I'll kind of set the scene for you here. This is a camera off the corner of my garage. As you can see from the time, it was about 9 minutes after 8. And Jack and I had just walked out. The reason it looks light right here is because I have 2 lights. I have one on each side of my garage. And I put motion sensor lights. So when we walk out, they trip on and, light up pretty good ways down the driveway. So Jack and I had just been out there. He had some business he had to take care of. And we had come in, and I don't know, I think it's probably like 5 or 10 minutes, and then the lights will go back off as long as there's no motion. But anyway, so that's why these lights are on. But I want to try to set the scene here. And if you look close, right, I got to put it over here because you can see where my little red cursor thing is, my little arrow, right there, where you can see that little dot of light. And you'll be able to see it a little better. But what that is that's my neighbor's. You can see my neighbor here. He's got his truck in his garage. And this is his daughter's car. And she always parks it right out here on the street. And I'm pointing that out for a reason. But I'm gonna press play here and let you all see what kind of excitement that we had here in my little cul-de-sac last night. Now you notice some lights down here, cars coming down the street here. And then you'll see it speed up right there. And now watch this. Oh yeah, isn't that wonderful? And like I said, Jack and I had just, we had just come in. And of course, that thing's making there's no sound to the video, but it makes all kinds of racket when he's doing that. But somebody, trying to be cute. And the only reason I got the video this time is because this isn't the first. This is the second time this has happened within about a week and a half. A week ago Friday, they had a ball game, a soccer game, over here at the fields next to me, and the same thing happened. And it was weird because it was Jack and I had just been out there. We'd just come in. Those same lights were on. And then all of a sudden you hear this, sound like a NASCAR burnout or something out there. And I checked my video and saw it was probably that same car. But I didn't bother saving that video that time because I kind of brushed it off as just just somebody trying to show off for the people over there at the soccer game. Because all those people in the stands would have been able to see it because you can see right through here. But yeah, and I feel bad for that little gal over there because no doubt her car has got a bunch of gravel and stuff thrown on it because that street's not. You walk out there and there's like broken pieces of asphalt stuff, and so he no doubt slung some stuff. Yeah, Janet says maybe some boy trying to look cool for the neighbor's daughter. Well, it could be, but I kind of ruled that out because the first time they came down here the other day, she wasn't even over there. She doesn't stay there all the time. I think they're divorced or something, and that guy bought the house. I talked to him last night. We went out to, as soon as that happened, I went running out, and he wouldn't come out, and we were standing in there in the cul-de-sac talking about it. And he thought it was like the first time, and I'm like, no, this happened the other week when you were out of town. So, but anyhow, we'll see what comes of that. But that's just some of the video that I pulled off my camera, my whatever you call it, my security DVR thing, and I just edited just that short clip, and I've already sent a copy of it to the Henry County. They have their Facebook page. I thought, well, I'll send them a message, and so I edited the clip and sent it to them, and I'm going to call them this morning, and because I don't, that's the kind of stuff that goes on in Atlanta. That stuff's not going to be happening here in my cul-de-sac. So we'll see if we can't get them to. And I was wondering too. Let me pull that back up, and I'll show you something. I don't know how good a stuff they could see, but if I pull this back and you stop it, like right there. Okay, see, he's got his butt into the car pointed right at my camera. So I don't know if they would have technology to be able to zoom in and get the license plate number off of that or not. But yeah, just stuff that irritates me. I'm quiet. Everybody in the neighborhood's pretty quiet. It's an older neighborhood. We like our peace and quiet. And yeah, you got just a jackwad, Janet. That's probably it. But let's see. Joanne says you could give it to the kitchen for the hungry. Would they take plants though? Because I don't have the room to plant a whole bunch of stuff. Now, if I get lucky and my garden does really good and I got more stuff I need, sure, I'll give it away to somebody like that. But right now I'm talking about the extra plants that let's see. He says, I retired the last day of your streams. Okay. Well, the resolution of the video that I'm sending them is 1080p. That's what those cameras do. But if I try to use my zoom thing and zoom in, it gets too pixelated. But I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? He may not ever even come back. But like I said, that's the second time. And the only thing that worries me about it now is, one, that gal's car was out there. So he could mess up and hit it. But I did notice that this time, now I wished I had the video from the last time, but this time it seemed like because of that car being over there, he was closer, because it looks like he got pretty close to my mailbox, which I'll be pissed if he knocks my mailbox down, because I put stuff in my mailbox to ship out every day. I got something out there right now. But anyhow, we'll see what happens. But old Dave's got some tricks up his sleeve. I'm sure that punk, whoever it was, probably had no idea I even have cameras. He probably wasn't thinking about that. But there's a church. It's just a few hundred yards, but like my neighbor across the street, if you go to his backyard, there's Lake Dow Road is over there, which is one of the main drags through here. And there's what's it called? McDonough Church of Christ, I think. And man, they repaved the parking lot and restriped it and everything. And then one night there was somebody out there just going crazy. And that's where it was. They were over there behind my neighbor's house at that church parking lot. Just tearing it up, And I guess I got plenty of money, because, tires are expensive. I don't know. I wouldn't want to try to burn. When I walked out there, you could smell it. It was the rubber burn. It's just smelled just like the end of a NASCAR race. At the end, they pull up to the finish line, do all the donuts and stuff and burnouts. That's what it smelled like. But we'll see. Anyway, that was my excitement for yesterday. That and getting my seed catalog. So Jenna says maybe a community garden. Yeah, I guess I could. I'm sure I won't have any trouble giving stuff away. If I, all you gotta do is put something on Facebook. I found that if you put something on Facebook, like I did something the other day, and if you put free, your phone will blow up. People are into free stuff, and it don't matter what it is. Yeah. Clyde says, put a huge rock by my mailbox. I don't know about that. George says, I have to tell, I used to do spin outs, but in winter, learning how to drive in snow more than 50 years ago, not after my teenage years. Yeah. Well, I think maybe not everybody, but I grew up in Indiana, so I cut my share of donuts, but it wasn't burning rubber on dry pavement. It was playing in huge parking lots that, were snow covered or ice covered. LB Sharp says, a few years back, my camera recorded two kids breaking in my neighbor's house across from me, and they stole her TV. Ended up being her grandkids. Yeah, that's it doesn't surprise me. They knew what grandma had, and they were going to get it. It's crazy. Kids today, what are you going to do? David Burnett says, getting the burpee garden catalog used to be the highlight of my year. Well, I won't say it's the highlight. I don't know. It might be so far this year. I don't know. But, yeah, the stuff I've ordered from them, or stuff I've ordered this year has been from them. And then I did place another because I went to get something else. Oh, some pole beans and okra, and they were sold out. So then I went to Gurney, which is another one that I've gotten catalogs from before. And so I ordered that, but it's going to be a while. They're not going to ship them out. I'm not going to be able to seed start them. I don't think I'll have to direct sow. Let's see. Janet says we set free stuff down by the road from time to time, and 9 times out of 10, they also take the free sign. Yeah. Well, another sure way to get it going is instead of putting free, put like $10 or something, because then they think they're stealing it. They think they're getting a deal. I think they're getting a deal, so they'll. You probably put a box of rocks out there and put $10 on it. Somebody pick it up thinking they're put it in an Amazon box, and they think they're getting something. Hendrick says, not saying it was drugs, but I found that meth seems to lower their respect for even family. Yeah. Yeah. Dave Max says he's a tad late. That's okay. There's no, you can drag in here whenever you want, Dave. We don't care. We don't judge, man. Just show up when you can. Dwayne says, I got an email this morning from BACA, which means Bikers Against Children Abuse, which I may get involved in. Yeah, I don't know if it's just me or maybe it's just social media, because more people post it and then more people share things. So it makes you more aware. So I don't know if it's that or if stuff is really getting bad, but man, it's like you cannot grab your phone and go on Facebook and scroll through and not see 3 or 4 missing kids and stuff. I mean, they're all over. Of course, some people, and I wish people would. Well, I wish people would pay attention to what they're doing, because some people will share stuff like missing kid, and you look at the date on it, and it's like it was 5 years ago or something, and then you find out later they've already been found or something. So, but yeah, it just seems like there's a ton of those missing kid things on the Facebook. Let's see, I got an email over here that says Hendrix Woodworking has subscribed to you on YouTube. All right. I was kind of amazed because, I hadn't done a coffee session in a long time. And then when I went to the website, or not the website, the channel, because I remember I had 115 subscribers on a channel. That's not a big number, but I'm just saying that's what I had. And then when I went to do this again after all this time, there was still 115. It's like nobody left, So that was kind of interesting. It says here we've got 9 folks on Facebook and 18 on the YouTubes. That's some different, because usually it's way more on YouTube than Facebook. But COVID seems to have escalated everything from mental health to violence. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm not disagreeing with you on that, but I just think sometimes I know a lot of companies, for example, will blame bad service on COVID. Yeah, well, we got the COVID here. I'm like, if you're gonna run your business, you got to learn to run it good during this stuff too, because a lot of other folks have. 20 says 300 is coming. Yeah, it's for those who are keeping track, we're on number 286. We stopped, I think, at, what was it, 283 or 282, something like that. And then I did one, and I keep drawing a blank here. Christmas Eve, I think that was 283. And then this is, we're on 286 now. So yeah, 300 be here for you know it. Almost time to get off of here too. My thing says I got a couple minutes left or so. Then I got to get to work. Got a lot of stuff to do. And that picture over there looks terrible. What's the quality? I've got YouTube open over here, and it looks pretty crummy, the video quality. I hope y'all are seeing it clear. Looks good right here in front of me on StreamYard, but it says it's 720, but yeah, it just looks fuzzy for some reason. Bart says, is the stream honked up for just me? I don't know. It may not be just you, because it looks fuzzy to me. I don't know. I don't know why all of a sudden it got that way. Let me refresh my page over here and see if that clears up. Nah, it's still. In fact, now it actually froze up for a second. Yeah, it must be something going on, Bart. Yeah, a couple others there saying it's fuzzy too. So I don't know what's going on. How's the audio? Is the audio still good? I guess this would be a good time to. Yeah, everybody's saying it's blurry. It's not just me then. I thought it was me. Who knows what's going on? I don't know what it looks like on Facebook. I got rid of that one a while ago. Let me take a quick peek over here. Looks kind of blurry over there too. What in tarnation? All right. Janet says, oh, fuzzy but good sound. Janet says sunspots. That's probably it. Who knows? Who knows? Always something, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it looks fuzzy as, yeah, it looks pretty bad over there. Clyde says his YouTube is fine on his phone. I don't know. Well, I guess it's a good time to get off here then, since my time is just about up. I've got 6, 5. Yeah, my timer's just about to go off. I got to tell you, I had perfect timing. I started some laundry, and I think this washing machine, because mine makes a lot of noise. I'm thinking I think I got time for it to stop before I go live. Because I remember one time I was doing laundry, and I think it was Hitch Hamilton says, "Oh, you're doing laundry today, aren't you? I can hear your thing." And I'm like, "Man, how do you hear that?" But he did. But yeah, it stopped just as I clicked go live. So the timing was perfect on that. Now I got to go throw. I got blue jeans in there, so I got to go throw them in the dryer. I've got to run to the UPS store. And I'll be working out in the shop a little bit, I guess. I don't know. What are you going to do today, Jack? Just going to sleep? He helps me a little bit. He provides moral support. Okay, so apparently it's something to do. Maybe the I just turned on the cell feed of the coffee session on the iPhone. The feed is great. Yeah, I don't know. There's something going on. Now, like I said, it looks perfectly clear when I'm looking straight ahead at the screen, StreamYard thing. But when I look over here, well, now it looks a little better. Yeah, it's cleared up a little bit now. Anyway, it's time to get off here anyhow and get to work. I will keep you posted on see if we get any more donuts tonight. But anyway, gotta get busy, get out here and get to work. I don't want to hold y'all up. Y'all probably got stuff to do today too. Y'all don't just sit around all day, I'm sure. So anyway, we're out of here. We will see y'all tomorrow morning. I'll bring you coffee and a smile, and we'll see you here.